It's a little exercise I'm doing right here, but it does a lot. It's anti-loop resisted scapula shoulder blade retraction, or pull your shoulder blades together. You can have your arms kind of like this if it feels better to you, or your arms straight. But the movement is going opposite that slouch posture to a squeeze posture without extending at my lower back. So pelvis doesn't move, belly doesn't move. Just squeeze the shoulder blades together. And the NT loop, comfortable around your upper chest, creates tension and gives you resistance there. So I really like doing this exercise. I'm going to show you how to do it. I really love doing this exercise as a pair after doing NT loop pull-aparts. So let's look at how those would go together and how you would get the band set up the way I had it to do those resisted scapular retractions. Now obviously, I'm using the blue NT loop here. The red NT loop is less stiff, less tension, so if you wanted a little easier resistance, or if someone's not as strong, then you would use the red NT loop for this. So here's basic pull apart, just in case you're not familiar. You want it to go to the top of your chest, not like that. Nice and smooth and controlled. Now, I did my pull aparts. I want to do these resisted scapula retractions. Well, all I'm doing here is I'm going to put a twist in the band and doubling the band over so it ends up looking like that. And I can put it on like a sweater all the way to the top of my chest, but not so it's hitting me in the throat. And then there's my resisted scapula retractions. I would do those for about 15 to 30 reps. Now, you might not be clear on how I still got that set up, because I've taught this a lot and some people are kind of going, how did you do that again? Here's the easiest way I can show you to put the band in that setup. Watch this. This is all I'm doing. If you put it underneath your foot and put an X in the band, so now the band is essentially like a figure 8 pattern. A really oblong figure 8, but it's a figure 8. Now what I would do from there is grab that end, overlap it, and that's what I'm doing. Now you see one end is not as long as the other. That works itself out. Once you put it on like a jacket or a vest, and once you kind of open it up, see, it evens itself out, and there's your resisted scapula retractions. Now, it's an awesome exercise for the majority of people. However, there is one caveat to this. If someone is very petite shoulder, very narrow, very petite shoulders, this is going to be a little bit too big for them. And it's got to be someone who's pretty petite. When they get here, it's just going to fall off. So if someone's very small, very petite, unfortunately this won't work for them. But for the majority of the rest of us, it's going to work, and it's going to work great.